The blind auditions of The Voice of Germany TVOG 2025 reached a memorable high point when Verena Zerbes took the stage with her rendition of Lewis Capaldi's global hit, Forget Me. From the very first notes, the audience could sense that something special was about to unfold. Verena, relatively unknown to the mainstream before this appearance, carried herself with a quiet confidence that contrasted beautifully with the vulnerability of the song she chose. Capaldi's original track, a mixture of heartbreak, frustration, and melodic catchiness, is not an easy song to perform. Its vocal demands are significant. It requires both controlled intimacy and the ability to soar with power in the chorus. Verena's decision to take on this track showed courage and an intuitive understanding of how a blind audition can leave an unforgettable impression. As she stepped into the spotlight, the staging was minimal, just a soft wash of blue and purple lights behind her, which placed all the attention squarely on her voice. The first verse revealed her clear tone, slightly husky in texture, and she leaned into the emotional phrasing, allowing the lyrics about longing and rejection to resonate authentically. This choice to prioritize storytelling over vocal fireworks instantly drew the attention of the coaches, setting the stage for one of the most talked about auditions of the season. Interpretation of Forget Me was striking because it did not attempt to simply mimic Lewis Capaldi. Instead, she reimagined the song through her own vocal palette. Her lower register was smooth and rounded, carrying a sense of intimacy that pulled listeners in close. When the pre-chorus arrived, she executed a delicate crescendo, gradually opening her voice to reveal its natural power. The chorus, arguably the heart of the performance, was delivered with emotional intensity, yet Verena resisted the temptation to oversing. Instead of belting every line, she chose strategic moments to emphasize words like forget and hurt, creating contrast between vulnerability and strength. This technique showed not only vocal maturity but also interpretive intelligence. One of the hallmarks of a strong audition on The Voice is the ability to stand out by personalizing a well-known track, and Verena accomplished this with precision. She used breath control effectively, allowing certain phrases to trail off in whispers, which gave her rendition a haunting fragility. At the same time, her dynamic range was impressive, soft verses followed by soaring choruses without losing tonal clarity. The coaches could be seen exchanging knowing glances, realizing that this was not just a technically capable singer but also a storyteller who understood how to translate pain into performance. What elevated Verena Zerbes' performance beyond technical skill was her stage presence. Despite standing alone on stage, she managed to fill the entire space with her energy. She did not rely on dramatic gestures or over-choreographed movements. Instead, her presence was subtle and sincere, eyes closed at certain moments, hands loosely gripping the microphone stand, and occasional open arm gestures that matched the emotional climax of the lyrics. This restraint gave her delivery an authentic quality, as though she was not performing for the audience but rather with them, inviting them into her emotional journey. The way she leaned into the microphone during softer sections made the lyrics feel almost like a confession, while her head tilts and brief, piercing glances into the crowd during the chorus created an intimate connection. Importantly, she never lost the vulnerability that the song required. Many performers falter in balancing vulnerability with control, but Verena walked that fine line gracefully. The live audience responded enthusiastically, their cheers growing louder as the song progressed, signaling that they too felt the authenticity of her performance. In shows like The Voice, connecting emotionally is often what separates a memorable audition from a forgettable one, and Verena ensured that every person in the room was drawn into her story of heartbreak and resilience. The coaches' reactions to Verena Zerbes' blind audition were telling. Within the first minute, there was noticeable tension among them as they considered pressing their buttons. When the chorus arrived, at least 2 chairs turned, followed by a third near the bridge, signaling that Verena had captured widespread interest. Each coach seemed intrigued not just by her vocal capacity but also by her interpretive originality. Their comments afterward highlighted her ability to balance technical control with emotional delivery. One coach praised her for owning the song without losing its soul, while another emphasized how rare it was to hear a contestant reshape a Capaldi track in such a personal way. The audience erupted in applause when she received her third chair turn, recognizing that they had just witnessed a standout moment in the season. Beyond the immediate audition, her performance had a broader musical impact. Lewis Capaldi's Forget Me is known for its bittersweet tone, mixing upbeat production with melancholy lyrics, but Verena stripped back the pop sheen and replaced it with raw sincerity. This not only showcased her artistry but also reminded viewers of the deeper emotional core of the song. In doing so, she sparked a fresh appreciation for Capaldi's writing, while simultaneously introducing herself as an artist with vision and individuality.